My wife keeps throwing divorce in my face over anything. Now she is pleading for me to come back because I called her bluff and left. My wife and I have been together for 5 years, married for 4. We had known each other for years prior. We have 1 kid together, who is 4. I am the primary breadwinner in the house as she is a Psalm. It was her choice not to go back to work. We have been arguing about 1 to 2 times a month for the last year and a half. To be clear, I help our daughter, I clean, and cook, and am involved with both of them. The first time she said she wanted a divorce was when we got into an argument when my sister called and asked if she could stay with us for a bit as she was having relationship problems. I said she could. My wife was not happy about that. I pointed out that her friend had stayed with us a few months prior for 5 weeks and didn't do anything around the house. Plus, she was just there. No discussion. No nothing. She was a stranger to me and my daughter. My sister is lovely and has a great relationship with our daughter, and I thought my wife was as well. She stayed with us for a week, helping around the house, cooking, cleaning, and watching out for our daughter when needed. I thought we both forgave each other and moved on. The fights are usually over something small. I do not start 90%. I have suggested therapy and counseling, but she always said we never needed it. Well, I had it last night. She picked a fight, saying I was spending too much time at work, and that she feels abandoned and that I'm not a good father. She ended her rant with I want a divorce. I stood up and told her that I only work so much because she can't stop spending my money on things we don't need or use. She refused to get a job or go to school to help her out. I provide for the family. For my daughter, I'm always at her important dates, functions, doctor's appointments, and anything she needs. She refused to get help through therapy or counseling. I don't want this anymore. I'll have my lawyer send her the papers when she writes them. I got my daughter's things and left with her to my sister's. It has been 2 days, and she keeps calling and texting, saying she is sorry. She didn't mean it. She wants to go to counseling and therapy. She needs me. She misses me. Update. I decided I had to ensure she knew how serious I was. We sat down, and I told her I couldn't do this anymore. The fighting and threat of divorce have to stop. She agreed and said she would not say it. I told her the next time it was thrown out, it would be the last time. We agreed to go to couples therapy. It was eye-opening. Things were said, feelings were brought up, and outside professional views helped us understand the other better. After a few sessions, I thought we were doing better. She started to apply herself more. She looked and obtained a job. I made some friends and got a hobby. That was until an argument started because we had plans regarding our daughter that she overlooked and couldn't cancel her other plans with some new co-workers. At what I considered the end of the argument, she said under her breath, I knew marrying you was a mistake. I looked at her and remember most how I did not recognize the woman standing there. She looked different in my eyes. I didn't know who the woman in front of me was. I asked her to repeat herself. She said, I should have divorced you years ago. I walked away and took my daughter to the plans alone. Just us two. I ended up filing for legal separation. Under the terms we both signed was something along the lines of while separated, we are still legally married and will not get involved with anyone during this period. Finances will be separated, but bills will stay as they are currently split. I would still pay for insurance through work. Other things that were in it were therapy sessions would continue both as individuals and couples. I would move in with my sister, and we had shared custody of our daughter. One day, when I had my daughter, I needed my wife to take her. I let her know a week before, and she agreed. The morning at 7:30, I went to drop her off at the house and noticed an unfamiliar car in the driveway. My first thought was, she must have a girlfriend over. I ring the doorbell and wait with my daughter when a shirtless man, about 20, opens the door and asks who am I and what do I want. I asked for my wife, and he called her. She came around the corner in a robe, and her face went from curious, shocked, horrified, sad. Needless to say, in 3 months, when the legal separation ends, I'm filing for a decree of dissolution of marriage. My daughter is safe. She doesn't understand what's going on other than daddy and mommy are unhappy. As stated above, she is my priority.